Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Siluilu. This is the Siluilu channel. Okay, over here. I might be eating. This is not a mukbang. This is not a deliberate mukbang. I might be eating lemon creams. I scraped the cream off because the cream is very sweet. But what I noticed is that like even after you scrape the cream off and you actually eat the biscuit without the cream, is the biscuit is still very sweet. Not that that's important to y'all, but I try to watch my sugar and stuff like that. Like I try to stay away from sugar actually, but I will have like sugar here and there, but I try to stay away from it completely. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was having these earlier, like maybe 10 to 15 minutes ago, because like I was feeling a little down, well, a lot down. So then I thought, let me make myself feel better. And I had like five, six, seven of these, and I did feel better. So I do think I'm an emotional eater. Anyway, over here I have milk. Listen, I'm just telling you about these things because I might eat them and I might consume them while I'm talking. But this is not a mukbang. Disclaimer, this is not a mukbang. Okay. Anyway, guys, the topic for today is aliens slash UFOs. Um, what spurred on this topic for me was listening to this topic like some time ago. I don't know when, but some time ago I listened to this topic on a show called Breakfast Club podcast called Breakfast Club. I love the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Okay. So I love the Breakfast Club and I heard about this topic over there. And so I thought, yeah. Anyway, I don't need to give you the backstory to why I'm talking about aliens today. But anyway, another disclaimer. Disclaimer, I have not ever seen a UFO. I have never seen an alien. I have never seen any of these things. So I am not speaking from personal experience of having seen these things firsthand. I am telling you other people's stories. You know what I'm saying? And apparently, UFO sightings, which is the seeing of UFOs, is actually quite common. If you just go Google it, you'll see for yourself that this is a common phenomenon. And I thought it's important to talk about because if something happens on the planet on which you live, I should feel like in some way, shape, or form it affects you. And I do think you'll find this interesting. You'll hear later on as the video goes on why I think this is an important topic. Anyway, so on the Breakfast Club show, Charlemagne the God, who's one of the hosts of Breakfast Club, was actually recounting his own personal experience of having seen UFOs, right? So he tells of two experiences. The first experience is when he was in the third grade, he says. He was playing outside in broad daylight in his grandmother's yard. And all of a sudden, he just saw this disc and this huge disc, and it like stayed there for like 15 to 20 seconds. And then it just shot off after that. And then he also recounts his other story of seeing a UFO, or what he thinks is a UFO actually. So he says he was in bed. He felt like he was in bed. He was sleeping, and so he felt like the hag was riding him. By the way, this term hag riding you is a term that's used in America in some places, and it's a term used for sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know what sleep paralysis is. Okay, for those who don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'm going to describe what sleep paralysis is. I do not know this from personal experience, by the way, because I have never had sleep paralysis. But I heard Andrew Schultz on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was telling about a hag riding you experience show. So was Charlemagne the God, who was on the same show. Anyway, they were saying that like when the hag is riding you, you like on the bed and you feel like something is pushing on you, like it's pushing you against the bed, right? And you feel like your eyes are open. You feel you when you talk, you feel like no one's hearing you, right? So that is the hag riding you experience. Scientifically, it's called sleep paralysis. Yeah, scientifically, it's called sleep paralysis. Science tries to explain it away and says that you have the sleep paralysis because the blood in your body is not flowing properly. And other people believe it's actually like, and yeah, it's like an evil. It's got to do with evil forces, like evil spirits and stuff. But I'm not going to get into that because, just to put it out there, this whole topic of aliens and sleep paralysis is creepy for me. It is freaking me out. Yeah. I was freaked out when I was doing research on this topic. But then it's interesting, right? And some people like scary things, so you never know. Um so um so yeah, he says this hag was riding him. Anyway, he says one day he woke up, right? And there were cuts, two cuts, one on his right shin, another on his left shin. This is Charlemagne, the God on Breakfast Club. One on his right shin, one on his left shin. He says these cuts are identical, in identical places, identical size. And he doesn't know where he got it from. He says he remembers his wife asking him, asking, "What happened? How did you get that?" He doesn't know, and he believes that oh no, he then went to work after he discovered these cuts on his shins, and he went to work and he told a colleague called Gregory, and this colleague called Gregory said, "Oh yeah, you've been visited, you've been worked on." So he says he firmly believes in UFOs because of these experiences. And so yeah, it sounds a bit funny to me, but anyway. But I know disrespect to people who have seen UFOs, guys. Like I believe these people are telling us of things that they actually experienced. I don't think they're lying. So I don't want to make them feel disrespected by laughing about this. I want to take this very seriously, okay? Because I do believe that this actually does happen. Some people do actually see these things. I sure hope it will never be me who sees these things. So anyway, so another caller called in on Breakfast Club and spoke and said that like he's never seen an alien, but his wife has seen an alien. And his wife swears that she's been like abducted by aliens. And also like she has like he says that her wife has 3 dots, unexplained dots. We don't know where they come from. And at some point they tried to watch a documentary about UFOs, and his wife literally had panic attacks. So his wife swears that these aliens, UFOs, do actually exist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you these stories to give you examples of the UFO stories people have. But this is the most like shocking one for me. The last one that I'm going to tell you right now. It is so shocking. So this story, guys, this is yay, brace yourself. Okay. So this story was shown on ABC. So if you want to look up the story, like just type in UFOs on ABC, right? This was shown on ABC, right? And so this guy actually revealed footage of like a disc in the sky, like a disc in the sky that keeps flashing light on and off. And you literally, when you look at the footage, you actually do see a disc that's like flashing. And I'm just like, guys, when I saw that, I was like, what? So when people talk about like discs and stuff, that these UFOs come in, like they actually are real. Like I literally saw a flashing thing on the footage, a flashing disc in the sky. And he was with other people in this footage. He was with other people. And so he asked the people, like, guys, can you actually see this too? And the people were like, yeah, we can actually see it. And I'm just like, yeah, these people, that's how I believe like that they actually are being honest when they say they have actually seen these things, because I saw it on the footage. I didn't see a UFO, but I saw a disc. So anyway, he then later, this guy, right, he then later on tells the presenter of ABC of his personal encounter with an alien. Apparently this aliens came to visit him at night at some time. At night they went over to visit him, and he saw them. Yeah, he saw them. He says they weren't as short as kids, they weren't as tall as adults, so he would say the height of teenagers. That was their height. He says you could see the veins on their faces, and as he looked at them, he feels like they were communicating with him telepathically, because as he looked at them, he all of a sudden had these unexplained images in his head of like a devastation to the planet, like catastrophes on the planet, like strong winds, like blowing pavements off of where they are, and like fires burning forests. He felt like, he says that he thinks that were images of the apocalypse. Now, for those of y'all who don't know about the apocalypse, I looked up the word in the dictionary, and they say in the dictionary that it's the final battle between the forces of good and evil. Apparently, Jews believe, there's also a place that describes the Jewish belief. That is the general belief of what an apocalypse is, but the Jewish belief, which is also written in the dictionary, it says that the Jews believe that that's when the Messiah returns to wake people up from the dead and whatever. Now, by the way, I'm a Christian. So when people start talking about the apocalypse, I do know what they're talking about. So I don't want to, like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not aware of what the apocalypse is. Like, I'm a Christian. So I do, my opinion on everything that I've spoken about, because I finished telling you guys about people's UFO experiences, right? My take on this, especially the last story where this person believes that these are visions of the apocalypse, right? I believe that. I believe that what he saw were visions of the apocalypse, because that's exactly what's going to happen, or at least what we taught in Christianity. By the way, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist Christian, so there are different kinds of Christians. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist Christian. I do believe he was being shown scenes of the apocalypse, because the apocalypse is going to happen. I believe this. This is what we've been taught in my religion. It is going to happen. So I do think that was a warning. Those visions that he was having of what's actually going to happen. And the apocalypse, according to my belief, is when Lord Jesus comes back to fetch his followers on the planet to go to heaven with him. You know, it's the end of the world as we know it. It will be, how do I say, like, the world will be transformed into a world without sin. But anyway, I don't want to preach to y'all. I'm not here to preach. But anyway, I do believe in the apocalypse without a shadow of a doubt. So I do think those aliens were trying to warn him and the rest of the world, because he went on ABC, and a lot of people watch ABC, and to warn the world that, listen, something about to go down on this planet, which is the apocalypse. But as for seeing actual UFOs, listen, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I've never actually seen them, so I don't really know, like, what's up with that. Even with my own Christian beliefs, it doesn't explain UFO sightings, what these UFOs actually are. But there is a part in the Bible that says, I'm not trying to preach to y'all, I'm just telling you what I believe what you want. I'm just telling you what I believe. In fact, you can comment in the comment section below about like what your beliefs regarding UFOs are and regarding the apocalypse. Please comment. Anyway, so yeah, like, the Bible does say that if something has not been revealed in scripture, it's not for us to know. So if the Bible doesn't tell us about UFOs, aliens, or whatever, it's not for us to know. It's literally none of our business. We need to concern ourselves with what is actually written in the Bible. But anyway, that's my take on it. That is my view. Please tell me what your views are in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Adios.